Hi, I'm Erin from Breathe Grace Yoga. Today we will share a chair practice with the intention of love. Let's begin seated in mountain pose. Hands are on your lap, and we'll close our eyes and relax our shoulders and begin to breathe and focus inward on the breath. Letting go of anything inside your mind, to letting it pass, setting it aside, and just taking this time for yourself right now. Place your left hand on your belly and your right hand on your chest. And notice how they feel as you inhale and exhale. Feel the rise and the fall. With each breath. Bringing your intention to love. Bringing your focus to our intention of love. The most important things in life are to learn how to give out love and to let it come in. And when you're ready, you can bring your hands back to your lap. Open your eyes and we'll begin with some neck stretches, bringing one ear towards one shoulder. And bringing the opposite ear toward the opposite shoulder. Coming back to center, chin to chest. Look up at the ceiling. Come back to center, look over one shoulder. And look over the other shoulder. Come back to center. And now we'll stretch our wrists. So take your left hand, fingers up, and take your right hand and press back on those fingers. And now release and bring the fingers down and go ahead and press on that hand. And release and shake it out. Now we'll do the right hand. Fingers up first, pulling the fingers and the hand toward you. And now fingers down. And shake it out. Open your arms, palms up. Bend those elbows, touch your shoulders. We're going to bring the elbows toward each other. If they touch, that's great. If they don't touch, that's great too. Just bring them toward each other, opening up the shoulder blades in the back. And then open again, bring them in, and open, back and forth. Couple more. Good. And release your hands from your shoulders. And now we're going to roll the shoulders back. And reverse the direction, rolling forward. Great. All right, let's start with a forward fold flow. So open your legs just a little bit wider than your hips, maybe the width of your chair. I'm going to inhale up, little back bend here, and then hinge forward and fold forward. Bring your hands to the floor if they reach, or grabbing your elbows if they don't reach. And then release your hands, sweep the arms out to the side, come back up. Lifting, looking up at the ceiling, arching your back. And then fold forward again. Taking a few breaths right here. We'll do it again, sweeping up. Reaching those arms up towards the ceiling. Stretching your whole torso here. And folding forward. And reverse. Stretching up. Folding forward. Letting the head go, stretching out your spine. And one more time. Reversing the arms up. Reaching high. And folding forward. And slowly roll up the spine, come back to seated mountain. We're going to do lateral flexion, but we will flow with it this time, okay? So one arm comes up and the other arm is down. You can hold onto your chair or just leave it down, hinging over just a little bit, and then we'll switch. So we'll inhale, one arm up, exhale, the other arm up. Flowing back and forth with your breath, getting a nice stretch on your side. Couple more. And relax. Now we're going to do some seated bicycles for our core. So you want to move to the edge of your seat, but make sure your sits bones are on the edge of your seat, okay? Sit up tall. You can bring your hands behind your back and clasp them, or next to your ears, or you can crisscross your chest. You want to make sure you're not tugging on your neck though. So crisscrossing in front of your chest might be the best option, because we tend to pull on our neck to get ourselves closer to our knees. So choose whatever position is most comfortable for you, and I'll demonstrate with crisscrossing across my chest, and we're going to bring the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. So we'll lift, twist, touch if you can. If you can't touch, that's okay. Just get as close as you can. Moving slowly. Speed is not what we're going for here. We're going for good form. When you're doing core exercises, it's not how fast you go. It's your form that makes it count. Good form, moving slowly, purposefully, feeling those core muscles working. Couple more. Good, and release. So that's a seated core exercise that you can do anytime. It doesn't have to be in the middle of yoga class. If you sit at a chair for work, you could even just do knee lifts. That's working your core and keeping your hip joints lubricated and healthy. So this is great to do anytime you're sitting. If you're sitting on the couch, just move to the edge of the couch and you can do marching knee lifts, or bring the core in with some oblique twists. So those are some ideas to incorporate a little bit of core and movement when you might just be sitting otherwise. All right, so for our next set of poses, we are going to use a strap and some blocks, maybe some blocks, that's up to you. I'm going to show you with and without the blocks. So if you have blocks, you can grab them and put them between your feet. And if you have a strap, go ahead and grab that too. And I'm just going to put it around my neck first so I don't drop it. And we'll get to the strap in just a minute. So we are going to stretch our hips and our hamstrings right now, okay? So I'm going to take my left leg, flex the toes. I'm going to bring the foot up on top of my right thigh. So this is pigeon pose, and I'm opening up my hip here, okay? And this is great if you can do this, okay? If you can't, because it's hard to get your leg up that high or it doesn't feel good on your hip, don't force it. That's why we have the blocks. So just place the side of your foot on the blocks and open up that way, okay? And that's fine, you're still getting a really nice hip opening stretch here. Again, slide to the edge of your seat where your sits bones are on the seat, but you're close to the edge. And you can really open up that leg. See, if I'm all the way back here, I can't open it as much. If I come to the edge, I have a lot more space to open it and I feel it a lot more. So let's hold this stretch for a few breaths. And then we're going to take our strap, put it around your foot that's up, whether it's up on the block or up on your thigh, okay? And then go ahead and send it out for a hamstring stretch. You still want to keep your back tall. Breathing while we're stretching the hamstrings. Another stretch that you can do while you're sitting on the couch or in your office. Same with pigeon. And then go ahead and fold that leg back in for pigeon stretch again on the same side, block or leg, except this time we're going to twist with it. So my left leg is up. I'm going to take my right hand, bring it to my left knee, and my left hand is going to come to the back of the chair. And I'm going to twist over my left shoulder. So you can bring the arm down like this. That's pretty deep. Or you can just hold on and give a little twist if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, then you just stay in pigeon. And let me show you how this looks on the block. So again, you're opening the hip here, okay? So you take your right hand, bring it to your left knee, left hand comes to the back of the chair, and you twist, just like that. Good. All right, let's try the other side. Right leg on the block or on the thigh. Maybe pressing into that if it feels good, keeping this foot flexed to protect your knee joint. Sitting up nice and tall. And then taking your strap, wrapping it around that foot, sending it out for a hamstring stretch. Again, keeping your back nice and tall. Making sure you're breathing. And then bring that foot back into your pigeon pose on the block or on your leg, and we're going to twist. So the right leg is up. We're going to take the left hand across to the right knee, and the right arm comes behind. Dropping the arm down to get deeper. And if you're on the block, taking your right leg on the block and your left hand comes across to your right knee, twisting over your right shoulder. And coming back to center. All right, let's put the blocks and the strap on the side. And we are going to do a couple of warrior poses while seated. We've done some of these poses in our other classes standing, using the chair for support, but this time we're going to do them seated, and I hope you enjoy them. So the first one is Warrior Two. So let's take our right leg and move it out to the side. It stays bent. The left leg comes back and straightens, but we always keep a soft little bend in that knee to protect the joint. So you're being supported on your right thigh here, okay? Arms come up and you're looking over your right fingers. This is Warrior Two. We're going to take the right hand, flip it, palm up, bring it down to your thigh, and take the left hand over the top for side angle. Legs stay the same. Come back to Warrior Two. Flip that right hand palm up again, and we're going to drop the left hand down to the leg and lift the right hand up. Now this left hand isn't bearing any weight, it's just hanging out here. And we're looking up at those top fingers. This is Reverse Warrior. Let's come back to side angle, and we'll flow through side angle and reverse warrior a couple of times. Side angle, reverse warrior. Side angle, reverse warrior. One more time. Side angle. Reverse warrior. And bring your arms down, your legs back to center. And now we're going to do that for the other side. So your left leg will come out to the side, your right leg comes back. Again, the chair's supporting your left thigh. Arms come out to shoulder height. Look over those left fingers. Warrior Two. Making sure this knee is soft and a little bit bent. Flipping the palm up on your left hand, bringing it down to your thigh. Right arm comes up and over, side angle. Top hand comes down to the back. Front hand comes all the way up, looking up at those front fingers. Reverse warrior, remember? No weight bearing on this back hand. You're just resting the fingertips on your leg. Now we'll flow, side angle, reverse warrior. Side angle, reverse warrior. One more time. Side angle, reverse warrior. Moving the body so gently in such good ways for our joints and our muscles. Coming back, bringing the legs in. We're going to do a seated spinal twist. So I'm going to turn my chair sideways so you can see me, but you can stay facing me. You're going to pivot to one side. Take both hands, hold the back of the chair, and look over your back shoulder, feeling that nice spinal twist in your back. And come back to center, and then pivot to the other side, bringing both hands to the back of the chair, looking over your back shoulder. And coming back to center. We're going to open the chest with a chest expansion. So take your hands, grab the back of your chair, lift the chest, open the shoulders, look up. You can also clasp your hands behind you if that's comfortable, and if you can, while seated on the chair. And then release your hands from the chair or from each other. Sweep the arms up. Fold forward. Grab your elbows and let your head go, just hanging in ragdoll for a moment. Maybe planting your hands on the floor if that's comfortable, or even on your blocks. And then slowly rolling up your spine. And we'll prepare for Shavasana. You can stay right here in this chair, or you can lie down on your mat, or on a bed or a couch. Find a comfortable place where you can relax and let go for just a couple of minutes. And when you're comfortable, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Bring your focus inward to your breath once again. Feeling good about what we just did together. And then take a moment and just bring your focus to each part of your body, scanning through each part slowly, noticing any parts that might be tight, sore, tender, or any other sensations that you might be feeling anywhere in your body. Just notice these without judgment and breathe into these areas. Now bringing your focus to our intention of love. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, and if you're lying down, come to a seated position. We'll inhale up and exhale. We'll inhale up and exhale. The light in me honors and appreciates the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you soon.